So we're at this really cool little noodle shop right here in central Hong Kong Island. That's where we're going to be spending our whole days. They are famous for their wonton noodles, and apparently the original owner of this restaurant served these same wonton noodles to Chiang Kai-shek himself back in the day. So we're at the one that is now owned by the nice little egg noodles. And one thing that these guys are popular for is their tiny little bowls that they serve their wonton noodles in. And then you can see that super delicate wonton, and that is packed with, I think it's just shrimp, but we will find out. So let me just, we're gonna try some of these noodles. I'm absolutely starving. Oh no. The noodles are really thin, but they have quite like a bite to them because they're really not overcooked whatsoever. And they hold the broth surprisingly well considering how thin they actually are. The broth is like a little bit of a kind of a fish stock, I believe. Now, the real reason we're here for one of these wontons, so I'm just gonna try the whole thing by itself. It's almost like a fish ball because that QQ like bounciness to that wonton, and it's a little bit salty too. And the wrapper, you couldn't barely even tell there was a wrapper. It's so delicately thin. Oh man, this is just comfort food here in Hong Kong. Ooh, I can smell that. It's almost like a chili vinegar, it smells like. So now, let me try to grab one of these wontons. They're quite hard to handle because they're so delicate. Check out that wrapper. Oh man, it's quite slippery. Maybe I'll actually just grab some of the sauce with my chopsticks, put it on that wonton. Oh yeah, let's try that now. There's definitely some vinegar in there, so it's got a little bit of acidity. Okay, we are at the next stop today for breakfast, and this, as I mentioned, is a halal-friendly restaurant, and what they're serving is, or what we ordered anyway, is beef curry. And generally when I think of Hong Kong, I'm not really... Also serve a mutton version, but this is the beef version, and there's just huge chunks of cartilage, beef meat, and then it's all just swimming in curry, and it smells incredible. Served with a side of rice, of course, and man, my mouth is watering. I've also ordered up a lemon iced tea, Hong Kong style lemon iced tea, which will go nicely with this, so let's dig in. Ridiculously tender. Okay, let's mix up with some rice, maybe a little bit of meat. Get some rice. I can see some chili flakes in there, but it didn't taste too spicy to me. I'm gonna get a little bit more curry if I can. This is like sloppy servings, but that is the way I like it. Let's try that. Not a spicy curry whatsoever. It's just really, really beefy tasting. There is a little bit of that like curry leaf curry flavor, and it's got a little bit of an oiliness to it too. Very creamy. At the bottom of the bowl here, we've actually got a little bit of potato, or actually I should say a big chunk of potato. So let me put that on the rice. I'm gonna break that in half if I can. Oh man, this curry is mouth-watering. Let's try that. A little bit more curry. Really cool. It's hidden here on Hong Kong Island. It is quite legit, very local, and very busy. And it looks like there's a lot of other... They're famous for their Cantonese roast meats. So check this out, we have an assortment. Only two kinds, but this is like a small mountain of meat. First off is the char siu, which is that honey glazed pork, that delicious looking, really oily roasted pork. And you can see it's kind of red on the outside, and that's from those that honey and all those spices that they rub it with. And then second up is the duck. Oh man, that is seriously heavy. It is just saturated with oil. I can see it all in my chopsticks already. So that is also a roasted duck, and this just looks too good. We've got it served with some rice. Let's start with the char siu here. I'm gonna grab this piece and put it on my rice. Grab a little bit of rice, and these are nice thick chunks. So let's try to be the most tender piece of char siu I've ever had. Usually it's got like a bite to it. It's kind of lean, but that was seriously tender and really oily. A little bit of sweetness as well. I'm gonna try the duck next, and this time I'm gonna dip it in the sauce that's provided over here. I'm guessing this is like a plum sauce. So let's try that. Yum. Oh, that is nice and sweet. That duck is also very moist, just like that char siu. I think this is what this place is really incredibly big meat feast. This place has